Well, hello, my beautiful gems. This is Maria from the Guided Gem, and we're here to do a collective reading. My beautiful gems, I have the Wisdom of Trees Oracle deck, and I was guided to this deck to pick up the energy that we're going to talk about in this reading. So, Spirit Team, let's figure out what the energy is. All right, let's see. For today, December 21. This is winter here in Canada. We have camphor. And it's interesting because we have two, and we have Indian bean. So it's a really interesting deck. I've just recently connected with it, so I am going to go into the book, but look how pretty they are. So this whole deck is about trees that we have in the world. And of course, it's associated with the ancient wisdom. Oops. And let's see. So camphor. And let me know in the comments if this is something that you have in your area. I'd love to know. Camphor. Let's see. Page 43. And it says, right way up says, set aside some time to be by yourself. Then practice some slow and steady breathing. This will help you to clear your mind so that your difficulties become easier to analyze and you gain greater understanding. How amazing is that? So it's talking about being in a mindful meditative state and practicing your breathing so that you can have that clarity. This is like great advice. I would take these cards for advice, but um, let's see when we pull the tarot what other messages come up. Okay, so Indian bean. Let's see what the Indian bean is all about. Indian bean. Oh, here it is. Okay. One of the best ways to heal yourself at the moment is to embrace every day with enthusiasm and do everything you can get. Sorry. One of the best ways to heal yourself at the moment is to embrace every day with enthusiasm and do everything you can to get the most benefit from it. Treat the people you meet with respect and an open heart. Treat the people you meet with respect and an open heart. So that's a really interesting point because, a lot of times people are just not even looking around. I don't know if you guys are ever out and about, and I'm finding that we have become, especially in the area where I am, it's a very large city, and people don't even look at their environment or people around them. It's like everybody's just so focused on what it is that they're trying to do or where they're going that they don't even take the time to speak to the person next to them. And like especially if you're going in the subway or if you're going to the grocery store, I guarantee you, if you're inside a grocery store, I guarantee that 90% of the people in your grocery store is are people that live in your neighborhood. So why wouldn't you be saying hi to your neighbors? How many of you don't even know your next door neighbors, like people that live around your house or, you know, like in your next door apartment? Like, why is it that people don't even say hi or very cordial or just being kind? That is something that I want you to be mindful of. Is it because your life is not exactly where you want it to be? So you're caving in on yourself and you're just so focused on your unhappiness that you are creating like yourself as an invisible being and you're not wanting anybody to see you, or is it a whole issue on trust and that you're not saying hi to your neighbors because everyone is so not okay or not at your standard, and they can't be trusted, and like, why would I talk to them? I don't know them. Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? Why don't you know them? And especially if they're in your neighborhood. I just went to the bank in my, because people don't usually go to the bank anymore. Everything's always online, but I had to go to the bank. So I went to the bank and there was somewhat of a lineup, maybe 4 or 5 people ahead of me, and I'm like, wow, like no one is talking. So I'm usually a social person, so I will talk to almost about everybody or anybody that I meet or encounter, and I get the weird reactions, and I'm like, but we're all neighbors here. So I don't understand. So interesting cards that came out. Let's see what the tarot has to say. So it'll be in, okay, so Spirit wants um the Gilded Tarot. So let's go. So the Gilded Tarot is one of my oldest decks here. If you can tell, it's pretty worn out, but they still work and I still connect to them, so I still use them. So we have the 10 of water, the 10 of cups. I'm definitely going to say that this has to do with family, with home, with gatherings, with celebrations. I want to say celebrations. Spirit is telling me to say celebrations. So I feel there's going to be some sort of gathering, but definitely something to do about the house. Okay. Um, if there is a question about selling the house, moving, relocating, deciding if you're going to leave the house, leave your family, then you definitely need to take the time to be mindful, to do those breathing exercises, and to really go within to get the clarity that you need to make decisions that are going to involve your home situation, right? All right, Spirit, what else do we have? Whoa. Wow, we have the Empress. We have the Empress and wow, and we have the Six of Wands. Okay, for some of you, my goodness, this is talking about victory. Okay, this is talking about success, victory. The Empress is all about the abundance. It's about being that very creative. I feel that there is something to do about a house here, and I think you are doing something, and whatever it is that you did, whatever creative endeavor you did about your home, family house situation, something to do about the family, people are really proud of you. People are seeing and recognizing you like, oh my God, how did they do this, right? For some of you, I'm getting that you actually built a house. That is so interesting. Well, if you're going to ask me, because these are just general readings, the only house that I built was a gingerbread house. So, interestingly enough, but something to do with a house. So put it wherever it fits in your life and kind of understand that whatever it is that you did, maybe you won, you got a ruling in your favor about, a motion that went into court, or maybe you had something to do about the sale of your house or the purchase of a house, and maybe you had to do some creative repairs, and people are like, "Oh my God, how did you do that?" And people are really admiring you. So this is definitely going to impress a lot of people. So now we have the Eight of Wands. I was going to say the creativity card. Wow, Eight and Nine of Wands. This is saying that you're going to receive communication, and there's a need for you to stand your ground. Okay, I feel that maybe it has to do with the funds on the house, okay? Because we're talking about a lot of abundance here. So you're going to receive communication regarding a property, regarding a house, a family, a situation, and it's going to affect your abundance. And this is because you have been standing your ground. So if this is resonating for you, if you're dealing with this kind of situation, just understand that you will be successful. Now, who are you? Are you the person that is fighting for this, or are you the cross watcher? Are you the one that is trying to prevent this from happening? So you got to put yourself wherever you belong, okay? What else do we have, Spirit? Yeah, someone is worried. Someone is absolutely worried and stressed. Just know that the communication that's coming in, the Empress here is really standing their ground, okay? The person who is trying to prevent you from getting your way with something is really worried and stressed. Spirit, what else do we have? Let's get three more cards and we'll leave it there. So we have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Knight of Wind, the Knight of Swords. So, my beautiful gems, we are going to collaborate. If you're dealing with someone who is very, very passionate, okay, someone who is in and out, okay, this is someone who's going to finally um, work with you, okay, regarding the situation. Maybe someone wanted to sell the property, the other one didn't want to sell the property. Maybe you wanted more money for the house and they're like, no, I want to get rid of it, okay? And you're like, no, I'm going to hold on to it. So I feel like these are two equal people trying to fight for something, okay? Someone maybe is wanting to leave a family and the other one is trying really, really hard to hold on to this, right? So again, the message here is to really take your time to get the clarity that you need. And bottom line is do not rush into decisions. Do not rush because there is a solution to fix whatever situation is going on here. If you guys are on opposite ends of a decision that needs to be made, just know that collaborating is your best ally. Collaborating is going to be your best solution. So how do you do this? And how are you going to make the other person understand or agree with what you're wanting to get out of this? Is by literally respecting the other person. Guys, don't forget, respect is a really, really powerful tool. And if you can learn how to respect another, guess what happens? It comes back to you tenfold. If you are constantly um, pointing the finger and like you're so this and you're so that and you're dumb and you're whatever and like why are you doing it this way, then the results are not going to be in favor of what it is that you want. You need to understand the reasons why the person is not wanting to let go. And then once you understand them and respect them, then there's room for negotiation. Okay? It's not understanding why the person is asking for what they're asking or not asking for what they want is where things can get very ugly, and especially when we are dealing with family, okay, or people that we um, have a great importance in our life, okay? When it's just someone at the bank or just a neighbor, I mean, you wouldn't disrespect the person because one, they're not asking anything of you. If they're being rude and like, just um, pushing you away or just being like just completely rude, then just let it go. There's no need for you to engage in something like that, okay? If someone doesn't want to speak to you, that's fine. They don't have to speak to you. You move on, and there's so many people in this world that, trust me, you will find people that will be nice to you, right? So, breathing, meditating, getting the clarity that you need, negotiating, respecting, being kind to the other person, and to really stand your ground about what it is that needs to be done. Okay, if you are fighting for what is yours, or if you're fighting for a family, if you're fighting for a person, it feels like you have maybe, for some of you, there might be two people that are fighting for you because who doesn't want to be with the Empress here, right? Maybe you have two people that are fighting for you and you're really needing to do your pros and cons here because I feel like we have two completely different energies. One of them is not very committal, they're in and out, and the other person is more like, more on the intellectual side. Like, you know what? We can grow together. We can do a lot of um, profitable things together. We can actually take action and do things. But both of them are really, really good. One is probably has a lot of air energy in them, and the other one has a lot of fire energy. And the fire energy gets things done. The air energy like uses their logic, uses their mind to get things to make things go forward, right? So they have a lot more communication. Okay, so if this resonates for you, let me know in the comments and let me know if you have any of these beautiful, beautiful trees in your area. And I don't have any here, so I couldn't relate to them, but you may. And if you do like my readings, please do like, share, and subscribe to the video. And I want to say a big thank you for those of you who have subscribed and those of you who comment on my videos. I love reading your comments. Now let's get you an advice card and we'll leave it here. We're going to go to the Priestess of Light Oracle deck. and we'll leave it here. Sun, moon, rising, all signs. Thank you. So winter is here. So wow, that means that, oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Here's your advice. And it says angelic assistance, divine guidance, loving support. To me, this card reminds me of the Mother Mary. I don't know if you guys believe in Mother Mary or if you even like Mother Mary. I do. She is really important in my life. She actually appeared to me when I was 12 years old, and she's always been with me as well. So, divine guidance is here to say that once you go within yourself, all your answers are within you. Whether you are connecting to your higher self, to whatever belief system organization you believe in, whether it is angels, whether it is, past loved ones, you will get the answers you are seeking. If you are trying to negotiate here, just remember, stand your ground respectfully, and you will see how things will turn for the better. Okay? I'll leave it here, my beautiful gems. I hope this helps you in some way. And if it does, let me know in the comments. And until the next reading, I am sending you love and light. Bye for now.